camera was before brought to the moon, then was much later brought back. And they actually found bacteria from that survived the initial launch, that survived on the moon for years, and then came back completely fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you can find that on Science Channel.
We'll be sure to watch that.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
And so the other thing that we're witnessing, Jim, right, is that the students are realizing by doing this exercise and doing it early in the program, they're starting to see connections between projects that they're working on.
That's what it's all about.
And now you could start the communication back and forth with the different schools.
Absolutely. That's what we're hoping. Okay, so Team 11, lunar landing. Come on, guys. Come on. Toots. Trying to squeeze the lens.
For our iced epic challenge, we did lunar landing. I'm Brendan. I like buffets and football.
I'm Kyle. I think of myself as a conceptual learner. I think I'm more of the research guy in the group.
And I'm Jared, and ever since I was little, I've always been interested in building things, so I've been looking to go into a field related to mechanical engineering.
Yeah, and our other two group members are not here today.
Okay, so for our epic challenge, we chose to do the topic of lunar landing. So we kind of have to engineer a way for 100% safety of landing on the moon. So we intended for our landing to be on one of the poles of the moon. We feel that more research needs to be done with the minerals, the water that has been recently found in the craters near the poles. So we want to find a safe area that's flat, limited dust, so that it's 100% safely on landing. When the space shuttles approach the moon's surface, it's very fast, it's very hot, so we want to make sure that the contents of the space shuttle and the overall materials that it's made out of stay intact the entire time. And we want to engineer something that's innovative, something that no one else has done, something that hasn't been thought of before. So we've been brainstorming so far, but we hope to continue this process.
Alright, so while we're working on the lunar landing, we have to take into consideration a couple of our competitors. So obviously we have NASA, they're the ones that are sending rockets into space and trying to land on the moon. So we've been doing research about what they're doing and a couple of ways or strategies that they're using to land on the moon. There's also Blue Origin, they're the ones that are making the rockets and that are also sending them into space. And then we have other countries like Russia and China that are also trying to land rockets on the moon. So we're using some of their strategies and trying to improve on them and build on them. And also, we don't only want to focus on rockets, we can also focus on like rovers that scientists will use to like gather data and then send them back to Earth.
And I think one of the major parts of our project is that we want it to be reliable, so that the people on the ground and in the space shuttle know that they can be safely landed and that the ship will still be intact for when they want to depart off the moon. And this is just our contact info.
Any other questions? Any questions for this team? Okay. Other things you might want to think about is, what can we do robotically to prepare a landing site? If we send robots up ahead of time, is there any way that you could use the regolith or process the regolith to make a landing pad or a place for the rocket to land. Look at what some of the other folks at Kennedy Space Center are thinking about in these areas, in addition to Blue Origin. And I don't know if Elon Musk is going to the moon. I know he wants to go to Mars, but look at what these other folks have also been thinking about doing. How do we make it more accurate, right? And actually you want to concentrate on safety. And so we'll be sending not only people there, but we'll also be sending supplies and robots to make, and they could potentially prepare the landing area for you. Okay?
Thank you.
Last one before we go to parade. The Jim Gorman Grill.
Hello everyone, we are Team Elevate, and this is the Jim Gorman Grill. I'm Jack Payne.
I'm Cam Dolbeck.
I'm Faith Coy.
And I'm Matt Milton. So what is this product? So when we were thinking of this, we were thinking of a standard of living up in space. And what really grabbed our attention is food. And we know that most of these astronauts are eating MREs, which is dried, compact foods. So we wanted to create something that we could grill some fresh burgers, chicken, anything you want up in space. And this is what we came up with. So it kind of looks like a George Foreman grill, but it's compact and portable, so you can store it anywhere. It's nice and small, it's on the go. It's a grilling device, so food is kept stationary on the grill via a screen, so it won't float anywhere. And this is going to be charged by electric coils, which will heat up the food. Obviously, we cannot use charcoal or anything inside a shuttle, because that would obviously cause a lot of problems. And like I said, you can bring it anywhere you go, so multiple places in the shuttle or spaceship that you can cook food. And the reason why we made this is we feel like astronauts of space really value the little things on Earth a lot greater, so we thought food would be a great idea to work with.
So basically, the Jim Gorman Grill is functionally similar to a panini maker, right? The only difference is that there will be slight modifications in order to be able to use it with less gravity.
Some of our competitors are George Foreman, Weber, KitchenAid, except we can take this to space. So with the exception of the Natick, the only competitor that we would have is them because they actually make the meals.
And what separates us from everybody else is that, like the typical MRE meals, they're very dry. They're not very tasty, as Dr. Kumar could probably say. What we're gonna bring a variety of food to space, so these astronauts can have much like higher quality meals while they're thousands of miles away from home.
Some other benefits are it would make the trip a lot more enjoyable. So through research, we found that having a diet that is that doesn't have any variation leads to mental health issues. And by allowing astronauts to grill their own food, we can then cut out some of the problems that would be caused by mental health or like from the food.
There's our contact information. So you want to get in touch with us.
Okay, besides the obvious patent infringement issues with the George Foreman grill, does anyone have any other issues with this? Okay.
You pass that back there to you.
Okay, so I had a quick question. How would you guys, say you're bringing meat to space to cook on the Jim Gorman grill, how are you guys going to keep the meat fresh and store it? because it will eventually like not be fresh. So
We found that vacuum sealing meat will actually keep it fresh for up to a year, so we can
Nice.
do trips in space that that long. So.
Wait, there's somebody in the back. Oh, wait, one more over here.
If we already have the product in the George Foreman grill, then why don't they already use this in space?
There are.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that they designed theirs just for like some family barbecues, right, in the backyard. But this is specifically for a space shuttle. These won't be used back on Earth. These are specifically made for cooking food in space efficiently that won't cause any problems within the shuttle that could be dangerous to others. This will be specifically designed that will be like energy efficient, won't cause any gases, harmful gases or anything to cook food that aren't like Cam said, MREs that will be a lot more enjoyable for astronauts up in space.
How would you get rid of like waste products like crumbs and oil?
So we found that through when people are in the shuttle, they end up recycling a lot of the organic materials. So to get rid of any fumes that were to happen, we could have used like controlled air currents and try and get use dehumidifiers or something to get any excess moisture from the air, as well as use other things to integrate the organic materials into more food or something like that.
Thank you. Okay, it's almost 2, so the bell's going to ring. Children, we're going to take a 25-minute break. If you are leaving for the day, sports, you're going to see Mrs. LaFlash in the back and hand in these. You'll get them back tomorrow.
So, how was that, Kaylee?
Yes.
Can I change it more comfortable?
I take it a shout out. It's the Jim Gorman Guild complimentary business. Mr. Gorman, the first thing, on stage. What? I know you were saying.
Well, yeah. Wait, have you gone yet? You presented already?
Yeah.
Yes.
So can I?
Yes, because I don't think you signed up for the full event. Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
can
did.
come back though.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go bring them to the home, bring them, then come back.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes. That's fine. I'll just wait yours until you get back. Okay? Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that right upstairs. Okay.
So I'll bring my stuff up there?
You just leave it here. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Mr. Gorman.
Mr. Gorman,
Yes.
where would you like me to put this?
What?
Where would you like me to put this?
Right up here.
Okay.
You said a bunch of resources over there. Yes. Can you just forward those? Yes, I will. Okay, thank you. Yeah. It's on Google Classroom. Yeah, I sure. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Also, did you get the link for our presentation?
Is it in there? Is it in the program?
In the program, it's not underlined.
Okay. I will look when I can in a minute.
In that case, I sent it as a private comment in the
Oh, that
last
was a
assignment.
private comment I thought. Yes, I will deal with it. Yeah. I'll get it up there. Yep. All right. I'll deal with that. Yes.
Emailed you.
That's easy to fix.
Last night at 3:40 a.m.
Oh, that's
So,
why.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll put it in there.
Okay.
All right.
So there's going to be more people.